I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, walk with me now, we running wild. Hey, and nobody can, we on the town. Hey, I never come down, I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, walk with me now, we running wild. Hey, and nobody can, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Giants are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Packers team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Oh, nice move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
319. And they'll go on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is one of those tall corners that fools you with his ability to change directions. DRC can play.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ten yards to go on third. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Throwing is Manning on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He completes it to Nelson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham.
And Brandon, this quarterback struggled a little bit last week, but his team still found a way to win. They're expecting a much better performance from him this week.
Now a first down run here. This is Vereen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and it usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken what the defense will give him.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They go play action here on 1st down. Surveying the field. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Manning now to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Manning again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Manning now on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down now after the pass completion. They come out here in the eye. The play clock's running down. Here's Vereen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Travis Coons now to add the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. Oh, the spin. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Two seconds to go, first quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
319! Rodgers now on third and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, here's a handoff to Vereen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw, it's Manning. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. On play action, now Manning. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. It's
a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Their big tight end with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers have taken the lead. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Finding time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he's able to take the... And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. We get a look now at the Giants defense as they file into position. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad. but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Nelson's got it here right side. It's a pickup of 19. And the Packers are going to have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. One final try now for Manning. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Giants are in a bit of trouble after 2, but will have another half to turn it around. The Packers, though, have turned it around after a tough loss last week, and they look much more confident today. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Third down from inside the 50. They're going to get to the QB once again. This ends up as a loss of 9. Third down from the 12. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and he caps off the 6-play drive with a score. That takes the lead up to 7. Third down from inside the 10. Rodgers got a receiver near the sideline, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. Packers tied up at 7. Third down from inside the 10. Here the pass goes into the end zone, and they cap off the drive with a score. That puts them up by a touchdown. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to MetLife Stadium for the start of the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on first down is Manning. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He had time, was able to survey the field, and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Watch right, watch right. Zebra, zebra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On the run, here's Vereen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll run here with Vereen. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Manning to throw on second down. Caught left side, Bennett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Manning. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Defense.
So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. 5 yards on the pickup. They'll run again with Green. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there's no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on 1st down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator, because right now the defense has the advantage.
Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. Manning, that's complete, right around the 8. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They snipped it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 3. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ozzie Newsome, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And back out onto the field comes the Packers defense. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? Dwayne Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning surveying the field. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. And the play clock's running down. Here's Manning to throw. It's his running back, Shane Vereen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You like pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
It's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got time. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Cruz has it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be 1st down Giants. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. From midfield, here's Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right. Come on.
On second down, here's Manning. And he rifles one incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Throwing is Manning. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Manning. Gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On first down, Manning. To Vereen out in the flat. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Beckham, the lone receiver, right. Now Manning again. And that'll be incomplete. Shane Vereen, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from second to third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Manning on third down. Finding time. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Second down following the run.
Hey. 4 down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 5 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's second down. Manning to throw on second down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Defense.
Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
Manning now on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Packers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.